Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate here.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Steven Sims now on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. Yet again, just a bruising carry. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. This time the extra point up and good. And this is now a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running from the gun with Henry. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill looking for the end zone. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Rosas to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Titans 21, Chiefs 20. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And boy, how many times have we seen this from Tyreek Hill, that ability to take the ball in and turn upfield.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running left, it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Pulls it in at the 13 and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Chiefs make over the 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
We're back now in KC. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Perkins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw is Perkins.
Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 57 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Tannehill looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. To return, it's McKinnon.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He'll get this to his running back, Calais.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And a busy night for Henry continues. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tannehill on 3rd down. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. Tannehill to throw. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5.
And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
One final try for Mahomes. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll try the left side. Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Henry. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Henry. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.